Hey, welcome back, everybody. Uh,
That sounded so wrong. That didn't sound right.
sometimes it just isn't right. Let's try that again, shall we?
Let's try it again. Take two.
Take two. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Welcome back.
We are back with another Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Recap and review and whatever. This is for episode
4.
Yeah, you're right. It's episode 4. I was wondering what you were looking at. Episode 4, this is called Out of the Past. This one takes place in 1955, and most of the episode was in black and white, which I thought that was kind of cool. Kind of, especially the way that the beginning, when they call it the title screen camera said Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like it's kind of like an old school, like black and white, there's a title. I thought that was really cool how they did that.
Yeah.
So this one basically mostly do with Agent Sousa and Malik when Malik first starts Hydra, and Sousa is the one who knows that Hydra exists. So that's basically what the main plot of this episode was. I like this one. There was certain parts I like better than others, but like there was one part like what's his name, Enoch.
Returns.
I feel bad for Enoch. He's stuck as a bartender, and every time they call him, he has some contraction where he can put them through to the Zephyr. And at first he's excited to hear from them, and eventually he realizes that they don't really want to talk. They just want to be patched through the Zephyr. And so he doesn't even bother. He just goes, "Yeah, hold on, I'll put you through it." So that was kind of funny. I think it was kind of
Yeah.
That's really sucks. But it sucks for Enoch being stuck as a bartender
I agree.
at the what was the name of it? The canoe.
Yeah,
Canoe
something.
club or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But I thought it was the story in this the way they're going with it. And this one I thought was really cool because obviously Agent Sousa was supposed to die at the hotel, but they actually had Coulson, who's really a robot, pretend it was him, and so he faked his death, and now everyone thinks he's dead, but really he isn't.
Yeah, I thought that was cool how they did that.
And I think it was also cool too when they talk about the invention of how he was talking about how he had to bring it to Howard Stark.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it had to do with Howard Stark, because no, Howard Stark was with Shield back then, wasn't he?
I don't think Shield was really
that
there.
formed yet.
Yeah.
But he had, I think he was like the parts of how it all began and everything.
Yeah, because he was like just like the smartest guy in the world at the time. So that's probably why they're going to be bringing this weird looking thing to him for him to do whatever. I don't know what he does with it, but
It's something that Hydra needs
yeah.
for something, but I don't know what it is. I mean, they didn't really talk about it. They just kept saying, yeah, we have to give it to Stark. We have to give it to him. But I thought it was just cool, like that, of how they somewhat altered history of having Sousa remain alive, even though they think he's dead, but he isn't. Which I thought was cool, and then he's trying to figure like who Coulson and all them are, because at first well, we're here to get somebody, but
Yeah,
we're not going to tell you who we are.
Yeah, they were afraid to mess up the the timeline. But I think it looks like he's going to be in the episodes going forward because now
He's with them now.
yeah, because in the 50s they all think he's dead, so it's like he can't go back because he's supposed to be dead,
Yeah.
and so they have to leave him dead so it doesn't mess up history. But now he's going to stay with them, but with nobody knowing it. So
Yeah, and I also thought about Agent May's character because she was kind of acting a little bit off
yeah,
again.
she's been kind of odd, the entire season so far.
And she was acting a little bit weird in this one too. They were asking her questions, and she was saying, "Oh well, when Sousa's on here, I felt confused, but I also felt like there was more in him about something." But
Yeah, she felt like she wanted to run.
yeah. So another turn, she felt like he was gonna do something bad. Probably, I don't know, but that's what I'm just assuming, that maybe she thought she knew he was gonna do something that would not be good. But I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting going forward to see that like what's gonna happen with her.
Yeah, something to do with what she said. She said her the way she was when she went to the temple, and that's when she now she had no emotion unless she's in the room with other people. If it's just her, she tends to feel confused or no feeling at all.
Yeah, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're gonna make that into like a secret power she has. I don't know if she's ever gonna get back to how she was before.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting going forward. And
Yeah.
another thing too is, where's Agent Fitz at?
That's what was funny. I was just gonna say
He
that.
wasn't in this one
He's
either.
on this. It was he. They say he's gonna play a big part in it, but so far,
I think
He
he's
was
gonna
fine.
come towards the end. I think towards like episode 7 or 8 he may show up, but
yeah, I don't know how many episodes in this season.
12.
Is it only 12?
There's only 12 in this
So
one.
already not quite halfway there, and he hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah, but they've been saying even before the show aired that like he was gonna have a massive role going forward. But I mean, I don't know where he's at.
I don't know. I'm really interested to see how they're gonna wrap up this whole series. Where this is the final season.
Yeah.
They just have a lot of stuff to cover. They have to get back to their own time. What happens with the Chronicons? Obviously Enoch meets up with them in the 70s because he's like, they showed a preview for next week's episode, and he pulls up in a car. He's like, "Come with me if you want to survive," or whatever.
Yeah.
As far as he's probably, as far as he doesn't get annoyed in some way. I know he's not really supposed to have feelings, but they keep disregarding him. Like they just leave the guy there first of all for like, 2 or 3 decades, and as a bartender. And then when they finally call him, he's just like, "Yeah, you don't want to talk to me, okay?" And we just patch it through.
Yeah. And I also like, I thought the ending of tonight's episode was really, really cool of Maverick and the Chronicon talking to each other, because the Chronicon is basically telling him, like, look, he's like, I know everything that's going to happen to Hydra. If you listen to me, Hydra will never fall. And then he was talking about how S.H.I.E.L.D. is time traveling. So I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of involvement Malik has going forward in the season, and if it will have some sort of alternative change in the timeline, in the Marvel Universe timeline. But I thought it was just a very cool ending to that. But the other question is if the Chronicon tells him to listen to him, does that mean he's no longer the leader of Hydra?
I don't know.
No, that'd be something interesting.
You'd be surprised if he listens to it all,
Yeah, that would be interesting to see.
Because he's a bad guy, so he's going to listen to some random guy.
Some random robot?
Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I think the overall this is a good episode because now Susan joins them. They have to save, or get Enoch back. Figure out what's going on with May. Somehow Fitz has got to get back on, just show back up.
Yeah,
There's just a lot going on with less than one season now left.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, though, I do like this episode. I like how they do trying to cover like every decade. What was it? They did the was it the 30s?
The 30s,
And
the
now
50s.
and now they're gonna be doing the 70s.
So it's like every 20 years, it's like they jump. So I'm sure next week will be then they'll go to the 90s, and then it'll keep going until they're back in the present.
Right. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty awesome season. I think that's just my feeling.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So I think, that's gonna do it. What did you guys think of this episode? Did you like this one? Have any comments or questions about what's going on? If you do, put it in the comments below. And as always, hit that like and subscribe.
Until next time.
There you go.